Hi, my name is Susan Beck, and this is my test out for mixed equipment. My master trainer is Ali Barger.
Great, good afternoon, ladies. My name is Susan. Welcome to Mixed Equipment. Our goal today is continuous movement in the exercises, and our happy hour starts now. So let's get started. We're going to have one spring on two for our single-legged bridge. One spring on two. Lying down on your mat, bring both feet to the pedal and bring the pedal all the way to the ground. Your right foot stays on the pedal, your left foot's going to come into the air. Pull your belly in, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips up into bridge pose. And then slowly lower your hips down one vertebra at a time. So goal today is continuous movement within the exercises. So finding that slow, steady pace that works in your body. Back of your neck is neutral. Squeezing through that right glute and lifting the hips up. Squeeze at the top and then slowly lowering them down. Bridge pose is so great for activating our glutes. Staying with your breath, staying with the movement. For more support, I can change your spring to 1 and 1 to progress. You can put that spring at 3. So in about 25 seconds, I'll count you down. We're going to do our lift and lower. So the hips will stay high, we'll lift and lower through that left leg. Go through a couple more rounds of this one-legged bridge. Lift and lower in 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift your hips up high. Pull your belly in. Your core is nice and stable as you lower your left foot to the chair and inhale, bring it slowly back up towards the ceiling. Sure. Great, just here, 10 more seconds. We'll hold our hips up high at the top. Impulse in 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your hips up high. Hold and pulse. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Remember, moving with control. Staying stable through our core, continuously squeezing through our right glute. All right, next up is our kneeling leg press. 2 springs at 3. We're going to turn to face the clock wall in 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower your hips down. Let that pedal come up. Change 2 springs to 3. Kneel on your chair, facing towards the clock wall. Left leg stays on the chair, right foot comes to the pedal. Hands at heart center. Press down through that pedal and resist to slowly come jump. If you want to progress in this jump, you can add on a yellow and add a little bit more weight. Amazing transition, so fast, let's go. Keeping your belly in, your shoulders over wrists, your hip over your left knee. Exhale as you jump, inhale as you come back. So good, everyone. Keeping up that pace, and we really get yourself the heart rate. So good for your tendons. And this is supersetting our quad. All right, we're going to intensify by tucking that right knee into the chest as you jump in 5, 4, 3, 2, option to tuck that knee. If it doesn't work for you, no worries, just stick with that jump. So strong that we love it. Next, stays nice and neutral. Belly keeps pulling in towards the side. Staying with it, continuous movement is our goal. We're always listening to your body and taking a breather if we need. All right, about 30 more seconds here. Next, we're going to scale that breath, that red spring, face the block. Take out that back shoulder block for our side parallel, for our side jumping series. We're going to start with a parallel jump. About 15 more seconds here. Great. Lying down on our side, facing the top, taking that back shoulder block out in 5, 4, 3, 2. Carefully close. Turn to face the side, and towards the back. Booty is towards the edge of the carriage. Stitch that shoulder block to the floor. So lying beside Libby is very nice job, Libby. Pressing away, your foot is going to land towards the top of your jump board, and you're going to land toe, ball, heel. Trying to get your heel to connect every time. So this is a series, so we're doing 3 movements, minute and 20 each. So transitioning pretty quickly, one to the next. Keeping your hips stacked, your left oblique pulling away from the floor. You can always support your head with that Pilates ball. Like that, Sherry, have your hand underneath the oblique to keep it engaged. Alright, keep jumping. For exhale to jump, inhale as you land. Keeping your core nice and strong. Alright, in 15, we're going to take this to the sweep. So sweeping that right leg out towards the clock, keeping your hips stacked in a line in 5, 4, 3, 2, move to that sweep. Sweep towards the clock. Love it, really so strong. Really nice technique. See you breathing, that's so good. Staying with your breath. Remember, it's okay to get a little bit uncomfortable. Getting uncomfortable is where we start to grow, and you ladies are rocking it this afternoon. So good. Leg comes out to the side. Belly is pulling in. Keep with that pace. You are doing amazing. You are strong and powerful beyond belief. If you need a little bit less, we can take it to a blue or a high blue. Stay with it. 30 more seconds here. Then we're going to go to the lateral lift. Keep with that sweep. So strong, everyone. All right, in 15, our lateral lift. We'll lift that leg up to the ceiling, adducting through our leg. In 5, 4, 3, 2, lateral lift. So leg lifts up towards the ceiling. Remembering when your foot lands, it lands closer to the top of the jump board. You're still trying to land toe, ball, heel. Working the outside that leg, continue to work into your glutes, or into your quad are really firing here. You can do it. All right, 30 more seconds. Great, we're going to go to the other side of this side line jump series. So turning to face towards the door in 10. Switch that shoulder block to the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and close. Switch your shoulder block to the other side and then lie back on your side, moving towards the edge of the carriage. Get right back into that movement. So first just a parallel jump, jumping away. Working into our glutes, so really squeezing through that left glute. It's nice and fresh. Nice work. Landing toe long heel, keeping your foot towards the top of the jump board to keep your hips in the line and feeling that lift of your right oblique away from the floor. Timing your breath, exhale as you jump, inhale as you land. Just as much as it's possible for you, continuously keep moving. I know this is a lot, you all are killing it. All right, in 10 seconds, moving to our sweep. We're going to sweep our leg out towards the door you came in on. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Perfect. Really start sweeping your leg towards the exit door. I love that point of the toe hanging. That is awesome. You are doing it textbook. Not so bright. Belly is pulled in, shoulders right. Stacked, hips are stacked. Keeping with that smooth movement. Doing your best to know that it's good enough. The body is different on the sides. One side is often a little stronger than the other. This class will do so much for helping balance out the body, but listening to what you need today. Great. So you'll be very happy to know our last sideline jump is going to be our lateral lift. That's in about 20. Finding that lateral lift. Keep with that sweep towards the exit. Great. Lateral lift. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Lifting that leg up towards the ceiling. Working your abductors as you do this. So primary mover is glutes, really squeezing through that left glute, and working adductors. Okay, less than 1 minute. You can do anything for less than a minute. Nice job. Keep breathing, keep moving, continuous movement. Remember, this is your happy hour. You're going to be so proud of yourself for this workout today. You're just be like, body work doesn't help. All right. In 20 seconds, we'll come back to kneeling. Those shoulder blocks on for our reverse kneeling leg press with that left leg. If you just want, or the reverse kneeling jump. If you want to do the leg press, you can put on a yellow in addition to that red. 2, tuck that knee into the chest. We're going to stay with the reverse kneeling jump movement. Great, this is our last lower body jump. We'll come back to the chair after this. So stay with it. You have under 40 seconds. You can do it. Dig deep. Climbing the mountain, you're almost to the top. Well, you're literally jumping now. Either way. Alright, in 20 seconds, our kneeling leg pump. We're going to face towards the door you came in on. Kneeling on the top of the chair. In 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead, carefully close. Come to your chair, kneel down. Your left foot is going to come to that pedal, and it's flat on the middle of your right knee. Down, hands at heart is standard. So pressing that leg down, and then resisting to bring that leg back up. Hands can be behind head to progress. The more you kneel forward or lean forward, the more supportive this is going to be. So finding that slow, steady movement, remembering your muscles respond to tension. So don't ever lock out the knee or come in up so much that you lose that tension, staying in that tension. Finding your breath. Staying with it. Great. In about 15, we're going to do a hold and then a pulse. Great. I'll count you down for that. Find your midpoint hold. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. And pulse. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Still working that quad using control. Belly is pulled in to support the spine. Love those briskies, the gaze. It's something that isn't moving at all with the balance. Really nice to be with that focus. Great. About 30 more seconds here. We're going to come back to the floor next for our single leg bridge, working the left glute this time. Nice job. Come back to full range, finish out, slow it down. Great, in 15, single leg bridge, 1 spring on 2. Coming back to the floor in 5, 4, 3, 2. Carefully come to the floor before you go around your chair. 1 spring on 2, another spring comes off, lie down. Pedal, press the pedal all the way down. The standard is keeping the pedal down. Let your hips lift up into bridge first, and then lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Then find that lift and lower through the hips, really squeezing, activating through your left glute. Left glute is the mover here. Staying strong. Nice job. Staying with your breath. Slowing it down. Letting yourself enjoy this bridge pose. Always finding the effort in the poser. There's a lot of effort in these chair postures and jump postures, and seeing where you can find some ease. Maybe it's relaxing your face and jaw, just surrendering to the posture. Finding that continuous movement. Okay, in about 20, we're going to lower and pull that right leg towards the chair. And a couple more rounds of this bridge. Full range. Lower the leg, hips up high in 5, 4, 3, 2, right heel lowers towards the chair seat, and then lift it back up. 4 with a side kneeling press. You're going to be kneeling down next to your chair, facing towards the door in 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your hips down, same strings. 1 spring on 2. You're going to be kneeling on your chair. Your right hand's on that pedal, left arm's in the air. So pressing that pedal down, working through your right oblique, and then slowly return. So laterally flexing through the oblique to get that action, and then slowly return. We're going to superset the obliques. So this is where we start. You can progress by bringing that spring up to a 3. Making sure you're using your oblique and not your arm. So, really thinking about that right oblique as you flex it, push the pedal down, and your arm is just there. You're going to need it to move the pedal, but really your oblique is doing work. Excellent job. Great. Next, we're going to move into our T obliques. We're going to come onto the chair, keeping that same spring low, facing towards the exit in 5, 4, 3, 2. So walk around your chair, come to the back. Your left hand is going to be on the pedal, and you're going to swing your bottom leg forward, your top leg back. Arm is in the air. You're going to lift up and press down. You're still working that right oblique. If you want to progress, you can stack your legs to regress and bring your hand behind the mat. Beautiful, Amy. Keep those legs lifting up. I know it's hard. Beautiful job, Lily. Love those stacked legs. Great. Let's find a midpoint pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse. In and out, an inch. Nice job. Great. Back to full range in 5, 4, 3, 2, full range. Good job, everyone. All right, in 20 seconds, we're going to flip to the other side for the left side. So facing towards the clock, just switching it out. Great, T obliques for the left side, face towards the clock in 5, 4, 3, 2, carefully close. Turn yourself to face the clock. Your bottom leg's going to come back towards the door. Your top leg's going to go forward towards the clock. Arm is in the air. Again, combine the head to regress. You're going to press that pedal down and slowly come back up. It's top leg back, bottom leg forward. I misspoke. Legs to be stacked to progress. Love it. Smooth, steady, continuous movement. Exhale as you come up and inhale as you press down. Working that oblique. All right, let's find our pulse. Find your midpoint in 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse. 1 inch in, 1 inch out. We're using muscles, not bouncing to do this movement. Great, return back to full range. 5, 4, 3, 2, full range. All right, in 15, our side kneeling oblique work. Side kneeling press, we're going to kneel on our floor mat, facing towards the clock. Left hand's going to be on that pedal. Keeping 1 spring at 2 in 5, 4, 3, one loose spring. Gonna lie down on the reformer. Hands behind the head. You can also support your head with that Pilates ball if you'd like. So hands behind the head. You're gonna jump away. Find that crunch as you jump. So lighter spring than the leg work. Pulling your belly in nice and tight, keeping your low spine on the floor. You need to put your head down, totally fine. So we will do some variations. I know just parallel jumps, not that exciting. Stick with me. Keep smiling. Like Dory says, keep on smiling. Good work. So some variations you can do is you can put your arms like to cover above the carriage. You can also put your hands in the air. This makes it a little bit more challenging. Try to keep your head, neck, shoulders lifted. All right, in 15, we're going to take this into a core tuck jump. So just tuck your knees into your chest. So remember, you're exhaling as you press away, inhaling to land. Core tuck jumps in 5, 4, 3, 2. Tuck those knees into the chest. Remember, doing your best. Your best is good enough. You're doing amazing. So arms can be by the side. We're lifted in the air. Or hands behind the head. To a rest. Head can come to the floor or to the head rest. All right. In 30 seconds, we're going to do split jumps. That's going to be our final exercise of our core blocks today. So the end in here. All right, 4 split jumps in 15. You're going to externally rotate. You're going to jump and then externally rotate your legs out to the side. So you come into like a split or something towards that. All right, 4 split jumps in 5, 4, 3, 2. You'll stay on that blue spring. You can do a high yellow for less, or you can do a high blue for more. I love that Amy reaching hands through the legs is a perfect use of your arms here. Alright, just 1 more minute, stay with our intention of continuous movement in the exercises. You all have done amazing with that today. Stick with it. If you believe it, you can do it, you know? Right, same with those 4 split jumps. We're done in 30 seconds, ladies. Keep pulling your belly in, finding those exhales as you jump. Inhale as you land. Just 15 more seconds. All right, we're done. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice work. Right, I'm going to pause the